Family, come on in, come on in, come on in. What is going on in today's society, bro? I swear, society gets weirder and weirder and more dangerous every single day. I'm a 90s baby. We grew up walking everywhere, bro. I'm 5 and 6, walking by myself across town. Like, might be going to my dad's house, might be going to one of my cousin's house, might be going to the Boys and Girls Club. Like, it's a 6-lane avenue from my side of the street to the boys club. I'm 6 years old crossing this six lane traffic by myself. That was normal. We all did that. My son 10 and he can't cross this same street. Just it seemed like the world is more dangerous now. Like in the 90s growing up, it seemed like the world was just so much simpler, so much easier. But today is getting weirder and weirder every day, man. Like it's shootings every other day, mass shootings at school. We just had a shooting in Dallas. I gotta get. I'm gonna cover that too. I gotta get all my facts together. Now we got a mass shooting at Florida State University. It's getting crazy out here. It's getting weird. Like, and the police want to ask you, why did you have your gun, sir? They're killing people everywhere. It don't matter in schools and churches, grocery stores. You're not safe nowhere. Motherfucker just come in randomly with a gun and just start popping people just because he woke up unhappy today. It's crazy, man. And this guy, his mom is a sheriff or ex-sheriff or something. He took her gun to school and started smoking shit. What's wrong with this man? Man, we're gonna play this little news clip and listen to it. We're gonna react to it, man. Let's get into it.
Of witnesses.
We're live with the latest updates from the scene.
And we begin this hour with that breaking news from Florida State University. We now know 2 people are dead. They are not students. 6 are injured, and police say the shooter is the son of a Leon County deputy and used his mother's personal weapon to commit this heinous crime. We have team coverage.
That's crazy. 2 dead, 4 injured. What happened? What happened to this guy? Did he just wake up crazy one day? Was he being bullied? Is he depressed? Like, what caused you to want to go to school and just start shooting people?
From Tallahassee, as we gather the latest information from the ground. Good evening. I'm Martha Sigalski.
And I'm Darlene Jones. Certainly a difficult day for our local community. So many with children there in Tallahassee. Here's what we know right now about the shooting. Florida State Police identified the shooter as 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner, the son, again, of a Leon County Sheriff's deputy. Tallahassee police say they found a weapon at the scene that was his mother's former service weapon, and a shotgun was also.
And why is you just as an ex-police officer, they don't teach y'all fucking gun safety and shit? Why you just leave your gun just fucking laying around and shit?
Found at the scene there on campus, though it's unclear if it was used in the shooting. Eichner was shot but is still alive at this hour in a hospital there in the Tallahassee area. Police say, though, he is refusing to speak with them.
So the police, so he went to school, killed 2 people, shot 4 people, and he walked out. Oh, we know what color he was. We don't even gotta think that. We already know what that was, because if it was me, oh, that would have gunned my black ass down. That would have shot me 172 times and it would have been justified.
That's right. He has non-life-threatening injuries. This all unfolding at
Non-life-threatening injuries. Boy, that would have hit me up top. You hear me? Dome shot. Get him out of here.
the Student Union, the heart of FSU. It's a central gathering place for students. The Student Union, again, in the middle of this sprawling large campus where more than 44,000 students are enrolled and 16,000 employees. And you have to keep in mind, the shooting started there near the Student Union at 11:50, just around lunchtime, where many people would have been gathered to eat or meet up or go to work at the Student Union.
Yeah, Martha, we begin our live team coverage this hour with Channel 9 anchor Greg Warmoth, who is live in Tallahassee. And Greg, as soon as we got word about this shooting, I know you hit the road, headed there, and there is still a large police presence behind you.
There is, and I don't know if you can hear this or not, Darlene, but the bells of the Catholic Church are chiming right now on this Holy Thursday. We are right across the street from the Student Union. You may be able to see it over my right shoulder. It has a pointed roof. It is surrounded by investigators right now, and many of the students who heard the gunshots ran across the street behind me to this church. We'll hear from some of them in just a moment. My nephew attends FSU. My son attended FSU. I had nieces that attended FSU, and like many of our viewers, you have friends, family, relatives. This has been a shocking day to think of what happened to this beautiful campus because somebody got a gun and decided to open fire. What was it like at that very moment? One of the students sent me this video.
Man, was that him blowing?
Because somebody got a gun and decided to open fire. What was it like at that very moment? One of the students sent me this video.
Oh, no, that ain't him shooting. You hear them gunshots ringing, though.
We've now learned that that was
Look like they in the bushes recording. You're in the right spot.
deputy-issued revolver. It belonged to one of the deputies, a student resource officer here in this county whose son is the one accused of at least 2 counts of murder and injuring of so many others. There's at least...
Before you go to a school and crash out, man, think about your parents and all your other people, bro. Like, you go to school and then your mama got to deal with this. You took your mama's service weapon to school and killed people. It's something she got to deal with now. Think about other people.
6 others that are dealing with injuries, not to mention the psychological impact that all of this campus and really all of Florida is feeling right now tonight. In terms of that news conference, I've heard a lot of news conferences after school shootings, unfortunately, but this one was so much different because it was a deputy's son and a deputy's gun that created this shooting massacre here today. Take a listen.
But I will tell you this. We will make sure that we do everything we can to prosecute and make sure that we send a message to folks that this will never be tolerated here in Leon County, and I dare say across this state and across this nation.
The other thing about today, no school for the rest of the week, and there's also not a gathering.
Yeah. Who going to school? You ain't have to tell nobody no school for the rest of the week. Wasn't nobody going. Motherfucker just blinking on campus. Who going to school? Not me.
That was called Active Against Hate. Ironically, that was canceled today as well. I bring in our reporter who has been on scene all afternoon. Sabrina Majori is with me. And Sabrina, you've talked with students, and I know that you've heard it in their voices and seen it in their faces, just how scared they were.
You can tell from these students how surreal this entire experience has been for them. We heard from students who told us they got an alert that actually blasted on a projector in one of their classrooms. That student told me he was sheltering in a classroom and he used a scissor thinking that that could be his last round of defense. He was terrified, and we know lots of students we spoke to ended up taking refuge at a church right next to the student union. We heard from the father of that church, one of the fathers at that church, who told us there were so many students. He told us he's never seen students that terrified in his life. So it was very difficult for him to kind of describe.
You got to think some of these kids here never seen a gun, never heard gunfire in person, ain't never fought nobody, never had a confrontation. So they're in a whole nother world right now.
Those events and describe what happened, and again, those students were taking refuge there. And on top of that, we also know that there were some students who were in the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas shooting. We've seen reports on social media that people who lived through that shooting were inside of FSU classrooms during this, when this all happened. One of the students I spoke to also told me he was friends with one of these students who went to Parkland and experienced that, and you know, it was just very surreal for them, telling us that they're now living through their second mass shooting.
Indescribable, really. I mean, you really just see the panic in people's faces, and then everybody's sort of running away, not really understanding what's going on. As far as I understood, a lot of people were saying they thought it was construction at first. It's very hard to decipher unless you've heard a gunshot. You don't really know what's going on.
I just said that some of these kids never even heard gunshots before. Never been in a fight, never been in an argument. We all don't live the same lifestyle. We all live a different lifestyle. You never know what somebody's upbringing is.
Going on.
and we heard those gunshots earlier. And I see the tents outside of the church here, the Catholic Church, for their outdoor service tonight for Holy Thursday. And I know that just rings so much more true this Holy Week. How many people were hurt, how many families were hurt, and so many are really fortunate that they weren't injured, because this was a packed place when this shooting happened.
Yeah, and the father we spoke to, he runs, the Catholic events at this school. He told me immediately after he ushered the students to safety inside of this church, he immediately started texting so many of his students who he knew he works in close contact with. There's a real sense of panic as people are still, we're not sure who these victims are at this point. That's not been officially confirmed yet. And so a lot of people just still trying to make sure that their loved ones are safe right now.
Excellent job bringing you their perspective. And again, we're going to continue to follow the story, the vigils, and the healing. I listened to the president of Lincoln.
Was a junior at Lincoln High School. Eichner's time on that he is Jessica Eichner, a veteran deputy with Leon County Sheriff's Office, who for several years was a school resource deputy. We are told that he used her old service weapon that she personally owned, authorities say, in that attack. 9 Investigates is also looking into Phoenix Eichner's time on the Leon County Sheriff.
I don't know if they're just a bad picture, because when you do stuff, they will find the worst picture you and post it. This man look like he crazy though. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. This man don't like a psychopath to y'all.
Youth Advisory Council. I just found he was selected to be on that council from 2021 to 2022. At that point, he was a junior at Lincoln High School in Tallahassee, and this council was in charge of advising the sheriff, reaching out to Leon County teens to connect with them about opportunities in the community, and also inform the agencies on issues impacting teens. This council required students to have good attendance records in school, so no unexcused absences, also a 2.0 GPA. He was just one of 8 students on this council for the sheriff's office. There are a lot of questions we have yet to answer about the suspect. We are working now to get in touch with those who knew him. Of course, we'll stay on top of this story, but for now, reporting in studio, Ashlyn Webb, Channel 9.
Witness there on campus remains an active crime scene. We will recall that there was a
Tallahassee, Florida, man. They say the craziest people in the world come from Florida though. Like, anytime you see a Florida man, you about to see a bizarre story, man. So, but this sad though, bro. This sad. Going to school, we don't know what happened, but I assume you just took innocent lives, bro. And it's more than you now. Their family, this family, and so many people is affected by this, bro. It's just sad, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Anything else y'all want me to react to, y'all already know, drop it in the comments. I'm going to keep this content jumping. Till next time, till next review. Peace.